So guys, following up from the video yesterday, we're going to map out our take profit and stop loss targets on EURUSD. I think we've already established yesterday that we're looking for buying opportunities, and we did have two scenarios mapped out. So in this video, we're simply going to map out our stop loss and our take profit target areas. Now, with that being said, as you can see, price has spiked into our resistance area. This is our sell zone, right? So we've got our sell zone mapped out. Price has spiked that level, and now we could potentially see price start to pull back into our buying area again. Now, firstly, I don't know if you saw the video yesterday. If you haven't, and this doesn't make sense to you, go to our previous video before watching this one, just so everything's clear and why we're buying, etc. But as you can see now on a daily, price has spiked. So let's just map out where we would put our stop loss and take profit if price was to pull back to our buying area, which is our support area. Now, when we are buying, you do not have to wait for price to hit the line itself. Price could be within the zone or just just above the zone, etc. As long as the risk to reward is still good, you could take this trade, right? So I'm just gonna put our entry in around this level. So let's say we enter this trade here. What I'm gonna do actually is a quick quiz. So I'm gonna stay silent. Where would you put your stop loss in this scenario? Just hypothetically, I just want you to think about where you would put your stop loss in this scenario if you were taking this trade on your own. Okay, perfect. So if you said you would put your stop loss just below support, then great job. So right, you don't want to put your stop loss in the buy zone just in case price does spike and hit that level and then continue to the upside. So you do want your trade to have a bit of breathing space, right? So I would personally, and again, you could actually put your stop loss below the previous wick. That's fine as well, the previous candle wick, which is fine. Me personally, I'd put my stop loss just above this by our strong, what we've established in our last video is a strong weekly support area, the 117 area, right? So I'd put my stop loss just below this level, and we're risking 39 pips. I'm happy with that. And in regards to our take profit area, so a lot of people will make the mistake of, for example, putting their take profit level right at these 2018 January highs, because obviously that's where we're predicting price to close before the end of the year. However, that would be a target too. It's very unlikely that price is going to hit this level within the next few days or the next few weeks. This could take months, right? So this could take till the end of December for that to happen. So again, you do want to keep that in mind when mapping out your take profit levels. A lot of people do make that mistake. So right, we need a target 2. And where would our target 2 be? Let's zoom in. So I personally would put my take profit just below this area here. So again, I'll put it below these massive wicks. As you can see, price has been very sensitive around this area, right? So I wouldn't put my take profit to match the area. I wouldn't consider this, a strong resistance area where I can, comfortably put my take profit level at. I would put it just below that area, again around the 119 area, just to be safe. Again, to be extra cautious, you could put your take profit even lower, but I'm comfortable with this area here, and that would be our scenario 2, right? Sorry, our scenario 1. So this would be, price pulling back to support, and then we've got a classic break, retest. We see the retest to the downside, and then we can expect the continuation to the upside with our first take profit being around the 119 area, right? So that's scenario 1. Scenario 2, of course, you always need a scenario 2 because price may not necessarily pull back to our support. Now, again, you don't want to sit around and waste a potentially really good trading opportunity because you don't have a scenario 2 mapped out. You always have to have a plan B, a plan C, and sometimes you even need a plan D, right? So what you want to wait for now is you want to wait for a close above this sell zone. Sorry, you want to wait for a close above this resistance area, and then hopefully, if prices close above, we can consider this a new support level. So this will be considered a new support once price breaks and closes above. So once that does happen, we can look for a buying opportunity. Draws in. We can look for a buying opportunity just above this zone here. So let's just say we were to buy at this level once price has closed above. Now, where would you put your stop loss in this example? Just think about that for a second, right? So if you were thinking that you're going to put your take profit above our, previous low, which is the 117 area, a very, very strong weekly support, which we've already established, you would technically be, I mean, for a day trade opportunity, that wouldn't be the smartest thing to do, just because, as you can see, the risk to reward is not going to be great, right? You're risking around 70 pips. Sorry, you're risking over 80 pips to gain 70 pips, right? The risk to reward on that is terrible, right? So even if you were confident about this trade, you don't want to get in a habit of taking one-to-one trades or below one-to-one, because this is a below one-to-one trade. And the example we always give our students is, let's say someone wanted to race you, someone that you knew, and they said, if you win the race, I'll give you £5 or $5, but if I win the race, you have to give me $10 or £10. You're immediately going to say, no, that's not fair. Why? That doesn't make sense. It at least has to be, I get £5, you get £5, right? That's the almost, you don't want to go any below that, otherwise it doesn't make sense, right? And again, you could say, but it's guaranteed. I know I'll beat this person in the race, so I might as well take the bet. Okay, but in trading, there is no guarantees. Anything can happen, right? So we do not want to get in the habit of taking poor trades like that. So what we will do is, we'll put our stop loss below this new, what we will consider a new support area, right? So this resistance or buy sell zone will now become a new support area. So we can put our stop loss just below this level, and you can see that's 33 pips. And again, we'll leave the take profit where it is, and that it would be a 70 pip gain, right? So we're risking 33 pips to gain 73 pips. Again, that's still a good trade. And what you can end up doing is trailing your position to maximize your opportunity. But I will get into this in another video, where you can actually, trail your position to maximize your overall gains, right? So we went through scenario 1. Now we've just gone through scenario 2. So guys, don't forget you can join us for 1 week completely free by clicking the link in my bio. But please make sure you have the Telegram app downloaded, otherwise that link will not work. So remember guys, make sure you download the Telegram app before clicking the link, otherwise it will not work. And don't forget, we have a massive few trades coming up on the indice group as well. So if you want to join that, send me a message and we can most certainly get you involved. We're looking to smash our 5,000 pip target before the end of the year. So yeah, hope you all have an incredible trading week. I'll speak to you all soon.